Coming in at this point in time from outside of the BJP headquarters in Bhopal. And after the BJP registered a landslide victory in the state polls in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh still remain a place where the Chief Minister is yet to be decided. And you can see a number of BJP dignitaries in that frame for a photo op. They are in Bhopal at this point in time to choose a Chief Minister. And when is this mystery going to be over is perhaps a matter of a few hours now. But we are keeping a close eye on what's coming out of Bhopal at this point in time. Well, the BJP, in fact, in 2019 had done well in the Lok Sabha elections in Madhya Pradesh, and BJP leaders such as Jyotiraditya Scindia, Prahlad Patel and Narendra Singh Tomar, and of course the party's General Secretary Kailash Vijayvargiya, among the people who have been considered for the post of the Chief Minister. The Bharatiya Janata Party legislator meeting is being held in Madhya Pradesh to select the new CM of the state. There are several faces in the fray, including an incumbent and the longest serving Chief Minister, Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Another top contender in the mix is Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia. Former Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar is also in talks to possibly become the next CM. Besides these former Union Minister, Prahlad Patel is another top contender for the much coveted post. Vaibhav Gupta, my colleague, is joining us from outside of the BJP office in Bhopal. Vaibhav, agar aap meri awaaz sun pa rahe hain? All right. In fact, I'm going to also rope in our guests who are going to be with us for the next half an hour to talk about what's going on in Madhya Pradesh. Joyita Basu, editor of the Sunday Guardian, joins me in the studio. Mr. Sumit Peer, political commentator, senior political commentator, also joining us on the show. Ratan Sharda, political analyst, with us on the program as well. Nikhil Jain, political analyst, with us on the program as well. Now, Joyita, it's a matter of great perplexity that, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has been instrumental. He has been pivotal for the Bharatiya Janata Party in Madhya Pradesh. Would they actually go against this popular tide and, put somebody else in charge of Madhya Pradesh? Isn't that going to be, in many ways detrimental for the party?
Well, I think opinion is divided on that particular issue, whether it was because of Shivraj Chauhan that the BJP won or there were several other factors to it. Because let us also not forget that Shivraj Chauhan is very unpopular among certain sections. And the thing is that it's a different matter that yes, his Ladli Behna Yojana seems to have worked to a great extent, but there is a fatigue factor. I mean, we have been hearing about it for a long time, that there is a strong fatigue factor that is there working in Madhya Pradesh, because people do not like the fact that, Shivraj Chauhan has been Chief Minister for such a long time. In fact, that was one of the reasons why when the BJP went to the polls in that state, I mean, they highlighted it was primarily Prime Minister Modi. They did not announce a chief ministerial face. It was not that they completely sidelined Chauhan. They did not, but at the same time, Chauhan, of course, worked very hard on the ground. But I think the BJP won primarily on Prime Minister Modi's face. I mean, he was the man who was kind of right in the forefront. And I don't think, when it comes to the Lok Sabha elections, I don't think, I mean, unless and until, of course, as it happens with certain leaders, and or unless and until someone is particularly going out to sabotage the BJP's chances, I think the vote primarily is going to be on the Prime Minister's name again. So I think BJP can afford to make these experiments in the state.
Sumit Peer, do you think that the opinion about re-electing Shivraj Singh Chauhan is perhaps divided at this point in time? Kailash Vijayvargiya, who's also been elected as a MLA, asserted that it was the Prime Minister's face that was instrumental in getting them Madhya Pradesh. He was also asked whether it was the Ladli Behna scheme in Madhya Pradesh that got the BJP elected or re-elected in Madhya Pradesh. Of course, Mr. Vijay Varghese shot back by saying the scheme was not there to be seen in Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan. So in a sense, is there also a division within the party when it comes to electing Mr. Chauhan or re-electing Mr. Chauhan as the Chief Minister?
Vinny, thanks for having me on your show. In fact, if you remember when we were talking about the election results, I told you that MP will be 130 plus, which a lot of people did not agree. So it's 160 plus as point number one. So what worked right? There are a lot of factors where that worked right. Shivrajji did fantastic work. Kailaji did work. Jyotiraditya Scindia did work. Sanka Kadat did work. And the BJP's organization didn't work. Leadership of Sharmaji was fabulous. And then let's not forget the biggest thing is the Modi magic, which works and delivers and delivers and delivers election after election after election. It's not like a Kejriwal model or a Karnataka model, which works once in a blue moon and 7 and 20 years. So these all things were in place. So this happened. Now, BJP being a cadre-based party, what will you look at? You will look at all the possibilities. You will look at the future leadership. You will look at next 20 or 30-year plan. Then you will have a thing for that. How do you assume, presume, and believe that Mr. Chauhan is only good to be Mamaji is only good to be a CM? He can be an excellent cabinet minister. Look at what happened to Mr. Sarvanand Sonowal. He's doing fantastic in the shipping industry. And Hemant Biswa Sharmaji, who was his deputy, was doing fantastic job as the Assam chief minister. So there is a natural progression. What the progression will be, what the trends are, what is the role for Mr. Chauhan? Maybe it's a bigger role at the center. Maybe they want him to continue with the state. Maybe Jyotiraditya Scindia ji is the option. Or maybe you're somebody like Mr. Khattar who is waiting somewhere in the wings, whom nobody knows. Like in Chhattisgarh, it was a pleasant surprise. I'm expecting, my assessment is a surprise in MP and a surprise in Rajasthan both. So it is not a question of did he do good or no, but he did good. He did a fantastic work. He has worked for the party and he's a solid karyakarta. He's going to get a very tall and elevated post. That is not the question, but it is not a personality based thing. It's not that, you have to only give it to him. Let us see who is the person where the vision for next 20, 30 years is going to be within the center and within the state. Based on that, you will have a combination of 3-4 people. And based on these 3-4 people, only one will be chosen. Unlike the Congress, where it has to be out of the 1-3 or out of 3, you have to choose one from the parivar. It's not like that. So the connotations and the permutations, combinations are open. It cannot be in watertight compartments. It was never in watertight compartments. And if you look at any of the candidates which BJP has pushed, look at Mr. Dev, Viplav Dev, when he was, introduced as a CM. That was a pleasant surprise. So there are a lot of permutations and combinations which are possible, Vineet. So that doesn't mean that he did well and he did wrong. It is the vision, it is the mission for next 20, 30 years which will decide the candidate. It's as simple as that.
Okay, let me also get a reaction from Nikhil Jain, who joins us on the show as well. Nikhil, do you think that it's only a party like the BJP that can perhaps, take the risk or the chance of not repeating a chief minister who perhaps is responsible, according to some, in getting them that state back as their own? And it's probably, the face of the Prime Minister that is being leveraged and used in all states to basically, for the lack of a better word, undermine what some of the other senior party leaders could be doing in that particular state?
First of all, Vineet, I don't think it is a question of taking a risk. When you have a incumbent chief minister and the people have voted on his name and on his face and on his schemes, to remove that chief minister is, I feel, a disrespect of the voter, is, I feel, a disrespect of the state. At the end of the day, we must realize that we live in a federal system and chief ministers are different from prime ministers. This is a very big problem across party lines, and especially with the BJP, that it's only the central leadership and the central faces that are given prominence and not the state leaders, because at the end of the day, it would be the state leaders, it would be the chief minister who's going to work for the people of the state. The prime minister, whoever it may be, is there to work for the country as a whole. Secondly, Sumit Pirji said that it's not, the BJP is not like the Congress where it has to be 3 people from the Parivar. May I remind him that the 3 people from the Parivar right now, Priyanka Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, neither of them have ever held even a cabinet minister post, let alone the post of the chief minister or the prime minister. And we all know that the Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi could have very well been the prime minister of India if they wanted to, but they are not people who are in the game for power. They're people who are in the game for service of the people. Coming back to the topic of the possible CM face in Madhya Pradesh, the one thing I feel, Vineet, is very clear that Shivraj Singh Chauhan is going to be removed, because that is what the BJP High Command has been gunning for a very long time. They do not want any leaders, whether it was B.S. Yediyurappa in Karnataka, whether it is Shivraj Singh Chauhan in Madhya Pradesh, whether it is Vasundhara Raje Scindia in Rajasthan. They want people who do not have the kind of political capital as one expects from a chief minister. They want people who can essentially be, I don't like to use the term, but that's how it is, that who can essentially be remote chief ministers, as we have seen with the case of the Bomai Sarkar. I feel that the Madhya Pradesh should be governed from Bhopal and not from Delhi. It should be governed from the chief minister there and not from 2 or 3 people sitting in Delhi. And coming to the actual question of who might be the face, I feel this is not me trying to take a party line. This is just trying to don the hat of a political analyst.
Okay.
That I feel the BJP, one of the things that they're wonderful at is symbolism and, sending out a message and a signal by having a tribal woman as a president candidate, by having a tribal person as a chief minister in Chhattisgarh. I think they're going to gun for that. They are not going to remove an OBC Shivraj Singh Chauhan and put in place a Rajput or a Brahman like a Narendra Tomar or a Kailash Vijayvargiya. I think they're going to replace Shivraj Singh Chauhan either with a tribal face or with an OBC face. That being said, I think the chances of Prahlad Patel looks the most solid.
That's a good analysis that you have done. Ratan Sharda, taking a leaf out of what Nikhil also just said, that is it going to be betrayal for the mandate of Madhya Pradesh if Shivraj Singh Chauhan is removed at this point in time? What's your assessment of the situation?
Well, I think Nikhil has gone for a very simplistic kind of analysis, which suits his political ideology when he brings in the Gandhi family for no reason at all. And as far as they're not taking responsibility is concerned, Rahul Gandhi tore an ordinance passed by the cabinet. So they did take responsibility, but they believe in backseat driving. And we know why Sonia Gandhi never got a chance to become the PM. Let that aside, because today we are discussing CM of Madhya Pradesh. Let me remind the history of people about the history of Madhya Pradesh. It's one of the oldest strong-rooted organization in Madhya Pradesh. When it was Bharatiya Janasangh, some of the tallest leaders like Kushabha Thakre hemmed the affairs in a very strong manner. And Rajmata Sindhya was one of the pillars of strength during that time. So the strength of BJP becomes sometimes a problem. You'll remember the triumvirate of Kailash Joshi ji, Virendra Saklecha ji, etc. Those people would not allow any young leader to come up. It had been a very tough time to remove them or change them because they were so close to each other, still rival to each other, that nobody could understand the equation. Finally, with a lot of effort, Uma Bharti was brought in. She totally shook up the system. She threw out Digvijay Singh, was supposed to be very well entrenched, but somehow she couldn't deliver. And within months, Shivraj Chauhan came, an unknown entity as far as state politics was concerned and national level politics was concerned, and he proved to be a fantastic chief minister. He ruled for 18 years and unbroken record and delivered something which nobody expected in Madhya Pradesh to be. Who had visited Madhya Pradesh during earlier years and during the years of Mr. Chauhan would note huge difference, whether it is power, roads and quality of life, everything. It has taken huge leap under his leadership. So as far as he is concerned, he has got tremendous record. Now, why did he win the BJP, the Madhya Pradesh? I would say yes and no. I would say without him, BJP might have got 120, 130 seats, and the effort he put in, the Herculean efforts he put in for the additional seats, those 30, 40 seats are his delivery to the party as a chief minister who may be on the way out. But he is a true Swayamsevak, he is a true Karyakarta, he doesn't hanker for his job. The way he has been playing a very dignified politics of influencing his choice and still not acting, kind of tough the local leader. And to my mind, if I were in the position of taking a decision, BJP, in which I am not, Shivraj could have continued to 2024 and then chief minister could have been changed. So there is a period when they could have a handover kind of scenario and Shivraj Singh could be there and there could be a new chief minister in a later stage of this development, especially 2024. There was definitely an inertia against Mr. Chauhan. That is the reason he was not the face of the campaign. He was one of the important pillars, and it was Mr. Modi all the way. That being said, naturally, you cannot say people were betrayed and federal structure in danger, etc. That is hyperbole. It is a normal process of a big party trying to accommodate old leaders, getting in new leaders. That is why Shivraj Chauhan is very different compared to the Sindhya factory in Rajasthan. As far as Chhattisgarh is concerned, it is a tribal state. Why tribal chief ministers are not were brought in so far? So when BJP brings in a scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or OBC as a chief minister, prime minister, or president, etc., it becomes symbolism. If it was symbolism, the highest number of OBC and SC/ST MPs, MLAs won't be with BJP. So there is a strong support. To trivialize this support and saying that is symbolism, I think that is insult to the people who have been elected by the people and who have been nominated to the highest post because of their strong work in the public field, despite being from a very humble background. So that has to be acknowledged. And I think Madhya Pradesh is in for a change, whether now or in 2024 is a matter of time. And as far as BJP is concerned, only advice to all the people for last 10 years has been don't try to outguess Mr. Modi. So let the game continue.
Joyita, your response, to the kind of contribution Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan has had in Madhya Pradesh, and will it be, a right move, or does it send the right message if someone else is selected in his place?
Well, I think if that happens, I would say it's a very interesting message. It sends out a very interesting message in terms of, that ultimately it is the party that matters and not so much the leader. Although in this case, of course, there is Mr. Modi, who is kind of the supreme leader as far as the BJP is concerned. But as you must have been reading these newspapers, even Prime Minister Modi has said, when you are going to the people and talking about that guarantee that he is giving, nowadays I think that is the poll, that slogan that will be, say it is Modi ki guarantee and not Modi ji ki guarantee. So I think there is an work, I would say at least a push is coming towards saying, that everybody is a disciplined cadre and it is ultimately the party that matters. And I think if they pick somebody else, as I said, there is a feeling in Madhya Pradesh, there is a fatigue factor in spite of the fact that the BJP swept Madhya Pradesh. There is a fatigue factor with Shivraj Chauhan, there was a fatigue factor on the ground, people, especially among the young people and all. And it was there very much in 2018 also, the reason why I would say the BJP lost at that particular point in time. It was a very close fight in spite of Madhya Pradesh being a strong saffron bastion. But this time obviously the BJP took precautions and highlighted the Prime Minister's face. So if that decision comes around, that where Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan is removed, and if Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan accepts it and concentrates on what he's talked about, he's going to concentrate on the Chhindwara region to ensure that BJP wins all the Lok Sabha seats over there, then it shows that he is also a disciplined party worker. So I don't think in this case whether it is fair, unfair, that he will be, I'm certain he will be thinking about something like that in his mind, but he's not going to talk about it publicly. If you remember, for the last 1 week, the election results were decided 1 week, and Mr. Chauhan has been very clear that he is not in the CM race.
Sumit Peer, well, what kind of a message would it be sending to, other incumbent chief ministers in other BJP ruled states around the country? Is that a message that no chief minister wants to process? Even if you've done well, there is a probability in the Bharatiya Janata Party alone that you could be replaced.
It's not a question of being replaced or having done well. It's the question of what is the vision? Where do you fit in the vision for next 30 years to come? Look, Sarvanan Sonowal is an example I gave. There are a lot of examples like that which are prevalent and which have done. Look, even Modi ji was once chief minister. Now he is the most successful prime minister. And let's not compare Modi ji with anybody. There's only one Modi in the world, right? If you look at the global surveys, he tops he's better than Joe Biden in an American survey. He's the topmost leader in every global survey. So there is no second Modi here, unfortunately, on the planet Earth, or fortunately for us. So he is one who has the people support. He is one who can win you the elections. He is the one whose guarantee works on the ground. So if I compare him with the Gandhi Parvar, you know what I'm talking about. Now it is very difficult to guess what is the BJP going to do, because it's not a private limited thing where three people can decide if I'm close to you.
Yeah, Sumit, hold on to that thought. My colleague Ehtiyab Sheikh is joining us from outside the BJP office in Bhopal at this point in time. Ehtiyab, if you can hear me?
Yes, absolutely. Loud and clear.
All right, Ehtiyab, over to you. What's the latest that we have? What's going on? Who is going to be the Mukhyamantri of Madhya Pradesh? What is the buzzword at this point in time? What are the rumor mills telling you? You're very close to the point of action or the center of action.
Absolutely. See, as far as the suspense is concerned, yes, definitely the countdown has begun. This is the final countdown, and within a matter of say around half an hour, we'll be getting the name of the Kaun Banega Mukhyamantri of Madhya Pradesh. Yes, definitely. The heavyweights of Madhya Pradesh, the buzz was around. Kailash Vijarya was in line. Shivraj Singh Chauhan was there. Prahlad Patel, another OBC face from Madhya Pradesh, he was in line. Narendra Singh Tomar, his name was surfacing around. Rakesh Singh. So these were the names which were exactly surfacing around. But since morning, what we had been hearing, Kailash Vijarya, I had been to Kailash Vijarya's residence in the morning, and I was told that he is in Bhopal and he is attending the meeting of the legislative members. So buzz, what exactly comes around? Number one, this time around, the election was not fought on the name of a chief minister. The Shivraj Singh Chauhan was not the face of Madhya Pradesh this time around in the elections. It was the Narendra Modi's face on which the election was fought. BJP came across with flying colors. Yes, definitely. Kailash Vijarya, if in case I speak from the Malwa and Nivar region, he happens to be one of the most powerful contenders from Madhya Pradesh, because 66 seats from Malwa and Nivar, 54 he won. Indore had conquered the entire Killa. What exactly is to be said? 9-0 was the score in Indore. None of the seats went to Congress. But as far as Mahakaushal region, Rakesh Singh is there. He is the member of parliament from there, and he had been working there. Apart from there, Prahlad Patel, he happens to be another face on the OBC. So the speculation which is coming around, number one was as far as Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan was concerned. Ladli Behna, he had always been speaking about the fact, but let us not forget about the fact that whenever we spoke to other leaders like Kailash Vijarya, when I spoke to him and I asked him that was Ladli Behna and factor in Madhya Pradesh, he categorically said that Ladli Behna was not in Chhattisgarh, Ladli Behna was not in Rajasthan, so it cannot be a factor. The factor was Modi himself. So that was loud and clear. So there had been indications that there might be a change in as far as Madhya Pradesh leadership is concerned. As my anchor was also mentioning, there was a fatigue as far as Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan was concerned, be it 2018. As far as the youth connect is concerned, yes, definitely the connect of Shivraj Singh Chauhan with the youth had been noticed, as he had been categorically saying himself as the mama of the youth in Madhya Pradesh. But this time around, it is just a matter of another 15-20 minutes when the name will be revealed. But the top contenders, as far as the buzz that I'm hearing right now, Prahlad Patel is number one. Shivraj Singh Chauhan, we cannot rule him out. Apart from that, Narendra Tomar, there was a discussion, but things doesn't happen to surface around. But I had been witnessing that all the karyakartas of all these heavyweight netas from Madhya Pradesh had been shouting slogans in favor of their netas. Now this is just a matter of time when the name will be revealed. And the most speculated name is, if in case there is an OBC face, yes, definitely Prahlad Patel is going to be one of the major contenders. Narendra Singh Tomar, we cannot rule him out. Kailash Vijarya, I had been told that he had been kept away from this, because since morning we had been witnessing the body languages of most of these leaders who had been coming across to the BJP Karyalayar in Bhopal. Slogans are being chanted, demands are being made. Now the observers and the conveyors are sitting across with the Vidhayak Dal, and the decision is almost clear. It is a matter of some time that the name will be revealed. But yes, definitely it is a close battle among these heavyweights in Madhya Pradesh.
All right. So, well, we perhaps are moments away from finding out who's going to be Kaun Banega Mukhyamantri of Madhya Pradesh. Sumit Peer, I'm going to come back to you. There are obviously a number of, permutations and combinations which Etyab also spoke of. But the fact of the matter is that, the Lok Sabha elections are also very close by. And the Bharatiya Janata Party wants to ensure that, whoever got them the state victory can repeat as well as duplicate the results in Lok Sabha as well. And we very well know that sometimes these two can differ according to some of the decisions that you take, especially the ones which relate to who's going to govern the state.
Vineet, you see, it's very simple. Modi magic has worked. Modi magic has delivered. The Modi guarantee is the guarantee which sells in India. So now with this scenario, when you have to look at the long-term vision and all, you will look for the best possible alternate. Shivraj Singh Chauhan ji is a fantastic leader. I'm maintaining that. But what is the future? What are we going to do 20 years down the line? So what are the things in the pipeline? What are you going to bring in? Look, BJP is a party wherein you could change 99% of the Gujarat government and not even one MLA rebelled. So this kind of a control, this kind of a cadre is not with any party. So even if you're not able to make as a CM, that doesn't mean you're left out. You will have a better role or a bigger role to play. So one thing is very constant about Prime Minister Modi is surprise. There is no way you can guess who it is. And if somebody really knows who are the names, there are only four people I can tell you. It is Mr. Modi will know it, Amit Bhai Shah will know it, Mr. B.L. Santosh and Addaji. These are the four people who will really know the name. Mine is that we can all keep on guessing, we can all keep on speculating between these four people. Bhai Panchwa banda nahi hai. There is no fifth person, as far as I understand BJP, who will have an idea who the one or two people who are going to make it. So observers are going to go, they are going to report. So let's not be surprised of the surprise. I am only telling you, let's not be surprised of the surprise, because surprise aayega, sir. You can take my word on that.
Surprise aayega. Nikhil, almost towards the end of our show, this is obviously a sticky wicket for Shivraj Singh Chauhan, but at the same time, when it comes to any party, I'm not saying it's just the BJP, what really matters is the longevity of the progress that has been made in a particular state. And I'm sure the Congress would also want to abide by the same principle, right? You don't want to impede that progress, even though that Congress has come at the stake of anti-incumbency.
See, Vineet, first of all, I agree with one thing that Sumit Bhai said, that nobody other than four people know. I think I'll probably reduce that list to two people, Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. But things that he's touting as benefits and good parts of the BJP, that they have such level of control that you can change the entire government overnight and nobody rebels, that nobody knows who's going to be the chief minister in a state, not even the leaders of that state. I don't think they are positive things to cheer about. I think these are very worrying problems. The BJP is a party which has been leveling allegations against the Congress for God knows how many decades, that Congress has a high command culture and everything is decided by the high command. What we have seen in the past few years is that Congress's high command culture has actually loosened up a lot, and you have much more empowered state leaders. But on the other hand, the BJP has taken the high command culture to a whole other level. I don't think why, I don't understand. Why do we need to cheer the fact that the MLAs of a state, that the leaders of a state have no idea who their chief minister will be, but there are two people sitting in Delhi or four people sitting in Delhi who have all the idea? And so far as your question is concerned, that even the Congress would not want to impede the development in the state, of course nobody wants that. Everybody wants a stable, well-functioning government, whether it is run by the Congress or by the BJP. I just hope that the chief minister that they elect, whether it is an actual chief minister with powers in his own hands or it is a remote control CM, they are able to deliver the promises that the BJP has made to the people of India. And one very important point on this entire electoral scenario is that one thing that we saw in the BJP's campaign, a change, is that they started saying Modi ki guarantee. Where is the guarantee? Where did the guarantee word first come into the political and electoral discourse? It was by the Congress when it announced the 5 guarantees in Karnataka and then the 7 guarantees in Rajasthan and guarantees in the other states that the Congress was contesting in. That is an important point to see, that the Congress has managed to change the narrative now, focusing more on the welfare schemes, and even the Prime Minister and Shivraj Singh Chauhan and other leaders of the BJP had to come in and
Nikhil, hold on to that thought. We have
schemes.
some breaking news coming in. Well, in an update, Prime Minister Modi has announced that the swearing-in ceremony for the Chief Minister will be held on the 13th of December. Prime Minister Modi has given the time of 2 p.m. for the ceremony. Many union ministers, including Prime Minister Modi and Chief Ministers of BJP-ruled states, will participate in the swearing-in ceremony. So, 13th December, which is of course day after. And Etyab Sheikh, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast once again. Etyab, it's pretty clear that we only have today and tomorrow for the Bharatiya Janata Party to contemplate as well as resonate, introspect, and then finally eventually announce who is going to be the Mukhya Mantri of Madhya Pradesh.
Absolutely, absolutely. The countdown, the final countdown is going on, and we are eagerly waiting for that. The speculations are there. There had been so many names. There had been a list which had been subtracting per day. We had been seeing that this name has been ruled out. Then comes another name. We had heard about Sumer Singh. We had heard about a female candidate to be considered by BJP. But one thing is for sure, that's for sure, that whoever the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh is going to be announced, the top 4 or 5 contenders who are in the line. Apart from the surprise element, which everyone has been speaking, yes, definitely Chhattisgarh was a surprise element, and we cannot say that it cannot happen in Madhya Pradesh. Yes, definitely it can happen. So it is just a matter of time. And whatever happens, see what happens, like Madhya Pradesh, BJP is in a very comfortable position. This time around, they have absolutely cleaned up everything as far as the elections were concerned. So now the only wait is either it be a surprise element or the 4 or 5 heavyweights which we had been talking about, which we had been speculating about. And let us not rule out Shivraj Singh Chauhan himself. He had always been saying he is working. Immediately after the elections was over, he was in Chhindwara. We saw him going to the constituencies where the Congress was strong. And he had categorically spoken about the fact that he will be focusing and taking the full responsibility of winning all 29 seats of Lok Sabha in Madhya Pradesh. So the indications were there that we might see some changes. But that doesn't mean that whoever is left out won't be getting a responsibility. Yes, definitely every heavyweight who had entered this election definitely will be having the share and will be having their own responsibilities. Vinit.
Just 5 seconds.
All right. Well, 13th December.
5 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
See, if only 2 people decided the decision of the CM, it won't take a week. It took 5 days to decide on Yogi. So that means BJP leadership takes into account the opinion of every MLA in the party before taking a decision. That's democratic. Who announces a different issue? But remember, 5 days, 7 days to choose a chief minister, despite having such a huge majority, shows that leaders listen to the cadre. And that cadres are delivered, so they will
All
take
right,
a
sir.
decision.
We've run out of
cadres
time.
input.
Appreciate everyone joining us on this debate.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.